So today I'm going to be doing another survival related video, and today I'm going to be going into the contents of my survival shotgun. And while I'm going to be having a video post soon about why I carry a 20 gauge as opposed to a 12 gauge single shot shotgun, today I want to talk about what I carry in this shotgun. Just like in the last video, I apologize that I will not be able to show myself much, but I have to show the contents of this shotgun accurately. Before I get into the most of this kit, which is here the buttstock, I want to get into the first and most easy to access place. This is also where I keep the things that I would need to access more urgently, such as fire. I keep the easier to light on fire and some of the fire stuff up here. I can easily access it. So pretty easy to access this space here. Removing this carefully. This is the only space I've made mods to with this kit, and this is essentially what it looks like. Sorry if you guys can't really see in there. The lighting is a little bit bad because this is all black, but this gray piece here is UST Wetfire, and I wanted to reincorporate Wetfire like with the Pocket Survival Kit. I wanted to have Wetfire because of the ease at which it will light and the ease at which it will burn. It's really hard to extinguish, so I wanted that to be a very easy thing to have, so that in case of whatever survival situation, I could have something that I know would light on fire. Modification I made to the shotgun. As you can see, there are these kinds of spacers. I think like you can see that one. Well, I cut this one down, and that's so that I could more easily fit this ferro rod in here. And this is a Light by Fire Scout, and I had to make that cut there because this is the only part in this handguard that would accept the size of the handle for that. And so I just easily cut that with like a knife and made room for the ferro rod. The only other thing I'm carrying there is a rather nice button compass, and it's not much, but every little thing helps when you're trying to get yourself out of a survival situation. And so you guys can see there, that's pretty much what's all in there. It's not much, and that's because, like I said, there's not a whole lot of room in that particular spot for survival stuff, but most of it's in the buttstock. The only downside to this entire setup is the fact that when getting into most of it, you do actually need Phillips head screwdrivers or one. This is something that I might change in the future, but for now this is just how it is. And so you can see that this definitely does take some time and a little bit of practice to get into, but I think it can be reasonably easy undone. The only other problem is that you do have to keep up with these two little screws, so that could also be a potential problem. But once again, I will likely do a part 2 on this build once I kind of figure out more innovative ways to do this, or if you guys have your own kind of ideas on how to do this, definitely leave it in the comment section below. So first, starting off, as you guys can kind of see, it kind of what came out itself, but I have about 30 feet of paracord, and I like using this paracord in particular for padding. If you guys noticed, I didn't really shake it real hard for you, but this is a very rattle-free system, and that's because I have all this paracord essentially buffering everything that I have in here so that it does not rattle. So getting into what I actually have in here, some of it's nicely jammed up, as you guys can see. Just dropped one of those in the snow. But anyways, this is what the majority of this kit looks like aside from this multi-tool. So starting off, more simple things, I have an Exotac Nano Striker and a box of waterproof matches. There's about 40 matches in here, and like I said, this is waterproof to hopefully help in whatever survival situation I find myself in. And then one of the big pieces that kind of wedges all of this together, if you guys saw how I was actually even able to tip this kit upside down without the buttstock and it still wouldn't just all fall out, is this piece of duct tape, or not just piece, but this roll of duct tape. So as you guys can see, I have combustion and cordage very well covered in this setup. And the reason why I don't have things like cutlery or cover really incorporated into this setup is because, once again, the probability of me, or when I need this kit, the probability of me having a knife on hand is going to be very high. So I didn't really feel the need to try and incorporate a knife because that would have just simply taken up more space. Some of the more interesting things of the shotgun shells, and I chose 2 different types of shotgun shells. Of course, I chose 4. That's about what I could realistically fit into this kit. But the first 2 are 3/4 ounce deer slugs, and these are great for taking down pretty much anything that you might come across. I mean, they probably won't kill a grizzly bear, but they'll definitely kill black bear, moose, and any larger animal you may have to defend yourself against. And then secondly, and definitely more of a talking point, is that I carry, this is a 3-inch Magnum duck shot. And this is a number 2 shot here. And the reason why I carry duck shot is because with normal shot you can kill things like hares, grouse, ptarmigan, squirrels, but you can't really kill ducks with just normal game loads. Whereas with these you can kill ducks and squirrels, hares, ptarmigan, grouse, all that kind of thing. And while I will definitely agree that the number 2 shot is a little big for small game animals, I would rather have something that's a little bit too big but still able to kill things like ducks, as opposed to not being able to kill ducks. Yeah, so that's the overall look at the shotgun and the survival kit it carries. I do realize that there are survival single shots out there, though I haven't found one in 20 gauge. And as well, I do think it's a little bit more fun to actually try and think outside the box and make your own survival kits out of just normal rifles without any special storage options. It's a little bit more challenging for sure because you don't have as much room, but I really like that kind of creativeness. And hopefully you guys have enjoyed looking at this kit. And don't forget to comment if you guys have any suggestions on improvements or any additions that you guys would add. And definitely don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, and I'm out.